Hey there, everybody. Professor Cloud here with our second episode of, not our second total episode. This is actually, I believe, our fifth episode of Professor Builds a Planet Zoo career. But this is our second episode focusing on the Maple Leaf Wildlife Park. It is our fourth career scenario, and we are building a zoo from scratch up in northern Canada. Lots and lots of snow, and we've been kind of taking our time through the first requirements, which is 3 species in our zoo. Our zoo has opened. We have had a number of different people come through. I don't know that we're making any money yet, but we do have, I believe it's bears and wolves. We need to get a third species into the zoo, so we're going to focus on doing that now so that we can get into the silver level of objectives. So let's go ahead and jump back into the Maple Leaf Wildlife Zoo and see how we can improve things in Canada. Okay. Unfortunately, we have a lot of rain, apparently. Bordering Candy Lake, the site of Maple Leaf Wildlife Park was chosen for its outstanding views of natural beauty. In giving you this opportunity, Bernard has done you a great honor, so it's time to repay the trust that's placed in you and do him proud. So we've got buffalo, or bison, excuse me. There is our entrance. Our wolves are over here. Or at least they're supposed to be. There's one of them. Oh, nope, that's Charlotte. She's in the wrong place. Yep, she's in the wrong place. We do have at least 175 guests, but our biggest problem right now is we've got major animal alerts with respect to boundaries. I mean, Charlotte has moved away from... Yeah, she's in the wrong place. Alright, so we're going to box her and move her... How do I move her? Okay, you know what? We need to pause. Let's do this. I'm going to pause. Yeah, we've got the inspector arriving in a couple of months, so we need to do some barrier work. I need to remove the invisible barriers, and I need to put real barriers. Alright, and we're going to use wood logs. Now for the bison, I'm going to have to put a watering hole. Alright, so there's that. Alright, and then I'll have to do the same thing for the wolves. I don't like doing this, but we've got to get rid of the alerts. Okay. I just want to get rid of these so that I don't have to worry about them later. Okay. I think that's good. Now I've got to worry about getting Yeah, so there's one of our wolves, James. The enrichments are being researched. Alright, so these buffalo are fine. They're in the barrier. This buffalo is going to have to get moved. Alright, let's go ahead and... Okay, so we got new mechanic research, drink shops. Okay, good. Alright, so I think... Yeah, we've got drink and food. So the next question is what do we want to do next? Souvenir. Oops. Okay. Alright, so this one's been moved. Been put back. This one still has to be. Uh-oh. We've got a... Oh, crap. Wolf's in the wrong... And him. Okay. It's costing me too much money to put them back in their right habitats. Okay. So we've got bison, we've got wolves. We can now start to think about a third species. And I was thinking about putting a third species up here. Oh, we're getting ready to have some babies. Some wolf puppies. And the inspector's going to arrive in a month. So let's go ahead and set up a third species. Let's look and see who we have available. We have the snow leopard. We could actually buy both of those for credit. Or, whatever. What is that called anyway? Conservation credit, yeah. Alright, let's look at the Zoopedia for these guys. Natural habitat. China, southern Siberia, Himalayas, Mongolia, taiga. I believe that is what our habitat is considered. We would need a 10-foot fence. They need 705 meters of square footage. No climbing requirements, water requirements, deep water requirements. I think this might be our third species. And I only need to buy the two. Yeah, one female, one male. And then, of course, we would need to start researching. No, leopard doesn't benefit from sharing space with other species. Okay, that's fine. All right, you know what? Let's do this. Yep, let's... I think what I'm going to do is start from over here and build along the water line. Okay, barriers. I think we stick with the wood theme. Glass. And go back to wood. See if they'll let me. Okay, good. I can actually include the water in this. This is great. There we go. We have a habitat now. Alright, why is it not connected? I don't want to look at the barriers. I want to look at the... I want to turn this... Oh, I've got to put a gate. That's right. In order for this to be a habitat, I need to make a gate. Let's put... gate there. There we go. Alright, habitat. No leopard. Very good. I'm going to have to get power. Maybe we can put power like right here. Facilities. Facilities. Power. And... oh, come on. I've forgotten how to turn things. Easy. Okay, and then paths. That's not what I want. What did I end up using? I think I just used a staff path. I do not like how paths work, to be honest. At all. What did I do over here? Didn't I put... I had to... Oh, there it is. And then I tried to block it off very, very badly. Alright, you know what? Let me then... I don't know why it will not let me drop a path here. There we go. Okay. Now we've got a path there. Is there... That's an exhibit. Ends, benches, utilities. I was hoping like there was a simple structure that I could put around... the transformer so that it wouldn't be quite so visible. Yeah, it doesn't. No. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So there's that. Because I'm going to want to obviously put some educational exhibits around here. All right, let's buy the animals. Oh, I don't quite have enough to buy both of them for credit. Alright, well, I'll just have to live with one for now. Crap. Alright. That sucks. Alright, let's see. We want... beds and shelters. No leopard. We're not going to have more than 2 at any point, so I don't need to use a big one. Actually, I think that's even too big. Let's put that right there. Habitat bedding. Okay, there's that. Food and water. We'll go food tray large. Water ball. Beds and shelters. Heaters and coolers we don't know about yet. And we don't have anything climbable. Okay, so there's that. Alright, so there's our third species. The only thing we need to look at now is... well, we're going to need to create a new zone. There's the staff and bison zone. There's the wolf zone. Yeah, we're going to need to create a new work zone. That's going to include the snow leopard and the transformer. Okay, so we'll call that the leopard and power zone. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's include the bison so that there's extra coverage. Alright, that's good. No staff room in the work zone. Alright, guess we'll do that first too then. Facilities. Staff. Staff room. Alright, so we'll put that right here off of the path to the transformer. Okay. Now let's go back to the zoo, to the zones. Edit. We'll add that. There we go. Apparently this facility here is not in a work zone. We'll have to modify that. We'll put that one in the wolf work zone. There we go. Okay, oops. Let's hire another mechanic. Or another... We're going to have to edit the... I just happened to think about this. The mechanic zone covers everything. Pretty much, so we'll need to include... Well, it covers all of the animal facilities, animal locations. So we needed to add the no leopard habitat. Okay. And then we've got a keeper for the wolves, a keeper for the bison. We need to hire another keeper. And another mechanic. Okay, so keeper. Mechanic. Okay. And both of you are going to be in the leopard and power zone. Well, actually, no. The keeper's going to be in the leopard and power zone. The mechanic is going to be in the mechanic zone. And hopefully that'll reduce the high workload of Bo Gillette. Tyrell Vest is doing research. Oh. Information center vendor is getting overloaded. Huh. Wonder what that means. We haven't really been taught much about that. Alright, let's kick time back in. I actually don't think I need to put a barrier around the transformer. The one thing I do want to do, though, is... Facilities. Bins, benches. I'm going to need to start putting some benches down. Media devices. Visual. Okay, habitat animal information sign. We'll move that right there. That's right. You can't do anything with the habitat information signs until they the animals are actually put in place. You right there. Being delivered right now. Inspectors arrived. That worries me greatly. We've now got our 3 species.
Looks like we already have a zoo, don't we? That was fast. You're doing me proud, you know. I'll be honest. When I first pictured entrusting someone else to build a zoo, I always imagined it'd be my child doing it. I guess it wasn't to be, huh? Unless... I don't suppose you're open to being adopted, are you? Oh, almost forgot. Now you've completed your first lot of jobs, or bronze objectives, as Nancy likes to say. You can, if you wish, move on to the next zoo. Obviously, I'd prefer that you stayed on here and took care of the rest of those objectives. But I can certainly understand the desire to keep moving Onwards and upwards, just like an escalator. Or a downwards escalator, which is going the wrong way.
So we're unlocking a bunch of new scenarios. We've unlocked some new reward statues. I just remembered I have to modify the barriers here. And raise them. To 10 meters. There we go. So that they can't get out. I had almost completely forgotten about that, and all of a sudden my snow leopard was just going to be gone. Okay, let's fix you, snow leopard. Educational content? Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Okay. Then let's go back to facilities. Yeah, I thought that was something else. One other quick thing. Let's see. Let's go to vet research. Yeah, let's put Brianna on the snow leopard. I'd like to get a second. To be honest, I'd kind of like to get another veterinarian so that we could do additional research, but at the moment, I think this is fine. We're running 2 enrichments for the bison, but we were only running 1 enrichment for the wolf. Maybe after we get the first enrichment for snow leopard. Alright, matter of fact, let's take a look at the snow leopard. Food enrichment, toy enrichment. I know toys, you don't have anything. But everything else seems to be good. The habitat's 98%. Nutrition's at 81%. We could put in some additional rocks. That's about it. The trees don't work. Which makes sense. It's used to a completely different style of tree. I would like to get a female in there, though. Yeah, 445. We'd need another 130 conservation credits before we could purchase them. Hey, hold on. What is this? Many guests think tickets are underpriced. Hey, look. I raised them. I got no problem raising them again. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Oh, they won't let me do cents. I was going to do 750, but... Alright, so we went up $1 for the child. You know what? Let's go up $2 for the child. And we went up... We'll go up $3 for the adult. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna put in another glass barrier for the bison. That gives us 3. We've got 2. Let's put in another one for the wolves as well. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's turn everything back on. And let's go to our objectives. We cleared our bronze objectives. We need to have at least 5 species in the zoo and have at least 2 exhibit species in the zoo. And then obtain an overall staff happiness of at least 75%, which we already have. So, what we can start to do is look at putting in some additional... Well, and we need to do this anyway. We need to start putting in some guest things as well, such as benches and so on. Let's go ahead and start doing that. We should also put in some... I've been hesitant putting in food yet because we then also have to have bathrooms, and I was trying to avoid that for now. It doesn't look like we have any... Oh, here we go, benches. Alright, so let's put... They won't let me put them because of uneven placement. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Alright, so there's... Okay, so we got a few benches. Again, I don't need to worry about bins or recycling because we don't have any food yet. But I would like to put in... Did we put in a... Or have we researched yet? Whoa, dangerous animals escaped. Which one? It climbed the fence. How? Oh my god. Okay, so balloons, Planet Zoo merchandise shop. Okay, a Planet Zoo themed shop with Looney Balloons inside. Alright, so let's put that in there too. We'll put you right next to the info. I don't understand how he got out. Where'd he go? Yeah, I mean, I understand that his enrichment is off, but I can't do anything about that until it's been researched. Okay, animal needs less long grass. Biome, taiga. I don't know if that'll make a difference or not, but... Alright, I think what we need to do now is find... Let me bring up the... and let me pause this for a second. I want to bring up the animal trading and see if there are any small animals that we could put into an exhibit. No. All they're giving us are big animals. This is the one problem with career mode. You're like, I know I can do these things if things were unlocked for me, but things are not unlocked. What is the grizzly bears? Taiga, temperate, tundra. Okay, so the biome is good for you. 750 square meters. You need 6.6 feet of grade 4 climb proof. Oh, I know why he was able to climb. I'll bet you anything that my snow leopard needs a specific grade of barrier that I don't have. One to 2 per habitat. Alright, we might be able to do a grizzly bear. I'd have to figure out where, but, I mean, we could certainly do a grizzly bear. We could probably... No, actually, we can't. The pathing wouldn't allow it. I was getting ready to say we could probably do it... We could actually do the grizzly bear up here. Although that's not really the entrance, is it? I guess it really doesn't matter. It's all part of the park. Let me see. Diseased animal discovered? Incubating Q fever. Oh my god. Alright, this is going to be a problem. Barrier. So the resistance grade is 3. Climb proof. Aha. None. There's what I did. Hold on a minute. Alright, that'll fix that. I had forgotten about climb proof. That's my fault. Alright, vet research has halted as there's no valid animals of their set species. Okay. Q fever, right? We asked, you know what? I'm going to hire another vet. Right, research. And I'm going to put them on Q fever. Because that's what the bison just had. Another bison's about to mate. This says that this has been halted. That's not a valid... We never did get a report from the last inspector that showed up. I'm wondering if I shouldn't be putting lights down. Yeah, it doesn't really say. Yeah. Security, restaurant tables. Okay. Yeah, and lights aren't really a part of this, so. And there's lights over there, but for the staff. Wow, there's a lot of bunching up there. Alright, snow leopard's back. That's good. Alright, I guess we'll start to think about how we're going to put in the grizzly bear. Because I guess that would be the next one for us. Actually, I wanted to double check something. The snow leopard habitat. Okay, they've got 4,000 square meters. They got more than enough room. Terrain setup is severely inappropriate for this animal. They need long grass. Okay. Hold on. Let's fix that. Nature. Plants. Garden. Nope, not nature. I need terrain. Long grass. No, I need less long grass. I need short grass. They also need some snow. Funny thing is the snow percentages aren't going up. Short grass. Alright, so let me fix that. Everything was long grass before. Alright, now they've got too much short grass. Go back to snow. Okay. I might have to keep this entire area snow. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to have to do. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we still don't have anything new for enrichment yet because the research isn't complete. Yeah, I guess I think I'm going to put the grizzly bear up here. Run a fence along this line. I just kind of need... I feel like I need more money. I mean, the money is coming in. Mechanic research. Okay, they're researching the souvenir shops. Once the first level of Snow Leopard is done and the Q virus is done, we can move them to research level 2 for the Timberwolf. What? We've got a lot of bison now. Yeah, the problem is I can't, because they're bought, I can't send them to, like, I can't sell them or anything like that, I don't think. Have your first baby animal born. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Vet research is complete on the Q fever. All right, good. All right, so let's move you over to the wolf. Let's put you on the snow leopard also. Oh, you can't do that. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, so Q fever has now been advanced diagnosis. That's good. So that would be advanced treatment would be the next one. Alright, well then I guess we'll put you here. The wolves now have... enrichment. They don't like long grass either. Huh. They want snow. I'm sure. Alright, let's habitat. Enrichment. Boys. Or Timberwolf. Alright, you've already got the sprinkler. This is a block of ice. And then food enrichment, dog ball. Okay, the wolves should be in good shape then. Matter of fact, we can probably swap Brianna back over to the bison, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we really need to get some enrichment in there for the leopard. Yeah, the snow... Animal needs more snow. I don't understand. I put snow down on top of everything. One thing I wanted to look at... Nope, not environment, terrain. Okay, they have no requirement for water. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do next. I mean, I have a working zoo. I absolutely have a working zoo right now. Really wish I had another snow leopard. And to be 100% honest, I'd actually kind of like to cut the wolf area down, but I kind of can't. And apparently we did put climb proof the right direction for the snow leopard. I mean, I suppose we could start to put in some additional guest facilities. Because unfortunately, the game's not going to allow me to do small species. It's a requirement, but they won't give me any, they won't sell me any animals that will allow for it. What just happened? Can't find an accessible research center with space? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. That's interesting. I didn't even know that was possible. Alright, I'm going to put in a new guest facility for drinks. Or we could just put in vending machines. A small area for vending machines. Alright, I'm going to put in a guest facility. Alright, there's toilets. Is there a way for me to put a covered area? Alright, we got the snow leopard. That's good. I'm going to leave that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. No leopard. Okay, no food enrichment yet. Toys. Here we go. Rubbing pad bark. Let's put you over here so that people can see you. Another rubbing pad over here. and a block of ice. Okay, so that gets your toy enrichment up. 50% regular enrichment. Okay, good. Good, good, good. No leopards, good to go. There's one of our babies. We unlocked level 2 or 3 of the bison. And I guess we'll put Brianna back over on wolves. Oh, mechanic research is complete. Okay, good. We've now got souvenir shops. I don't know what that unlocked, but... Alright, let's see. What do we need to unlock? Food, we got level 1. Let's do habitats. Okay. Alright, so the bison now should have something extra. Are they just bison? American bison. There we go. Okay, so food enrichment, they've got the ball. We can put a large barrel feeder out here. There is no Oh, they actually... I didn't realize that American bison had an interspecies bonus for something. Food enrichment. Okay, so that'll cover that. How do I get... There it is, Zoopedia. Interspecies enrichment. Black-tailed prairie hog, prairie dog. Oh, that's right. We did look for this. Pronghorn antelope, collared peccary, and black-tailed prairie dog. Market, none. I'm pretty sure the peccary's not there. What about the pronghorn antelope? Are they available? No, see, this is the problem. My market is so very limited. Wildebeest, grizzly bear, peafowl. Yeah, and again, nothing small. Another bison is about to meet. We are going to have a huge number of bison. Am I allowed to release an animal into the wild if they've been bred here? I know the ones that I purchase I can't. But what about babies? Or do they have to be a certain age? Uh-oh. Alright, what are they, Campylobacteriosis? Alright, then we need to, There we go. Alright, I'm gonna move Brianna off of the wolf onto the disease. My big issue right now is money. Because I've spent so much money that we're not making a profit. And until I can make a profit, I can't keep putting more animals into the zoo. I mean, I can raise prices, but that's not really going to help me. I mean, one thing that I can do... Okay. I don't know why that's true, considering I am the Professor Cloud. Is put in like a drink stall or vending machine. Actually, you know what? Let's put in a drink vending machine there. Hot dog squad vending machine there. And then we'll put in some bins. Okay. Maybe that'll increase some cash flow. This is a very hard zoo for you all, I'm sure, to watch, simply because of the way that the game has set it up. Like, I can't control the lighting. The lighting is horrible. I'm also kind of waiting to get my conservation credits up so that I can purchase a second snow leopard. Oh my god, the listing expired. App. And I could try and do a tortoise. But I don't know how I would pull it off. The type of habitat it would require. Yeah, it's got a tropical climate requirement, which would require a very customized habitat. That would need to stay between 16 and 42 degrees. It's a very small habitat. 1 to 4. And it's small, so we could probably put it like right here. Shoot, we could probably put it right here next to the snow leopard. But again, I'm running so low on cash at the moment, and I'm afraid to do anything. Why is the vet not helping the bison? There it is. Alright, I am going to put in... No, I'm not. Because I keep losing money. Every time I turn around, my finances are showing as a negative. Alright, I'm going to bump adults up to 10 and kids up to 6. Guest education rating. How well educated the guests are when they leave, and the number of vets actively engaged in advanced research. And it's another campy. What? Why are the vets not coming to help? I'm actually starting to think that it might make more sense to stop this zoo here and continue on with the career path so that I can learn more about the game, so that these questions that I'm asking I can potentially get answers to. Because I think the game is throwing a lot at me right now that I don't know what to do with. Okay, so there's one of them that's been boxed up. Yes, I know I'm low on cash. And I don't know what to do about it. This number is better. Yeah, matter of fact, the numbers are improving. But I don't know how to make them any better. So as I said, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to wrap this episode up. We're going to say that we're going to absolutely be able to come back to this zoo maybe after the next set of scenarios. But this has been fun. I've enjoyed the hell out of this, and I mean, we've really got a nice set of animals here. I could have certainly planned this out a little bit better, so that maybe I could have extended this path all the way down here so that we could have gotten more out of this land. The snow leopard location, though, I think is perfect. I just wish I could have afforded 2 of them rather than only the 1. But in either case, I'm really happy with this first attempt at building out a zoo to some degree. I've certainly gotten a lot better at placing barriers and building the habitats themselves, understanding what the requirements are for a particular species. Oh my God, we just dropped under $5,000. I don't understand where that money's going. Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to wrap this episode up here, having completed the bronze level of the Maple Wildlife. Maybe we can come back in a future episode to try and get 2 more species once we have a better understanding of things that we can do to improve things. So with that, as always, I hope you've been enjoying the content. And if you have, please make sure to hit the like button. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button. And hopefully I will see you in a future video. Talk to you soon.